The Unreal Engine is a game engine developed by Epic Games, first illustrated in the 1998 first-person shooter game Unreal. Although primarily developed for first-person shooters, it has been successfully used in a variety of other genres, including stealth, MMORPGs, and other RPGs. With its code written in C++, the Unreal Engine features a high degree of portability and is a tool used by many game developers today. The current release is Unreal Engine 4, designed for Microsoft's DirectX 10-12. OpenGL and JavaScript WebGL versions. Unreal Engine 1, available for licensees, sometime 1996. Making its debut in 1998 with Unreal, the first-generation Unreal Engine integrated rendering, collision detection, AI, visibility, networking, scripting, and file system management into one complete engine. Unreal Engine 1 provided an advanced software rasterizer and a hardware-accelerated rendering path using the Glide API, specifically developed for 3DFX GPUs, and was updated for OpenGL and Direct3D. Large parts of the game were implemented in a custom scripting language called Unreal Script. The initial network performance was also very poor when compared to its biggest competitor, Quake 2. Epic used this engine for both Unreal and Unreal Tournament. The release of Unreal Tournament marked great strides in both network performance and Direct3D and OpenGL support. The engine became very popular due to the modular engine architecture and the inclusion of a scripting language, which made it easy to mod, including total conversions like Tactical Ops. Unreal Engine 2, available for licensees, Unreal Warfare Build 633 January 2001. The second version made its debut in 2002 with America's Army. This generation saw the core code and rendering engine completely rewritten. In addition, it featured Unreal 2, which debuted with a previous generation of the engine and was shortly followed later by Unreal 3, along with a Karma Physics SDK. This physics engine powered the ragdoll physics in Unreal Tournament 2003 and Unreal Championship. Other engine elements were also updated, with improved assets as well as adding support for the GameCube and the Xbox. Support for the PlayStation 2 console was previously added in UE1. Taking Xbox aside, both GameCube and PS2 were never supported directly by Epic, support being instead farmed out to secret levels. Said builds were stale and left behind. The last official build PS2 and GC saw was build 927 dated April 2002. Last official UE 2.5 build was build 3369. As such, third parties looking to use further Unreal Engine revisions had to do their own builds throughout the generation, as they had to in more recent years with the Wii, X360, PS3, PSP, and 3DS. UE 2.5, an update to the original version of UE 2, improved rendering performance and added vehicles physics, a particle system editor for Unreal, and 64-bit support in Unreal Tournament 2004. A specialized version of UE 2.5 called UE 2X was used for Unreal Championship 2, the laundry conflict on the original Xbox platform. It featured optimizations specific to that console. EAX 3.0 is also supported for sound. Unreal Engine 2X was build 2227, dated March 2004. On March 24, 2011, Ubisoft Montreal revealed that UE 2.5 was successfully running on the Nintendo 3DS. Unreal Engine 3, available for licensees, March 2004. The third generation of the Unreal Engine is designed for DirectX, as well as systems using OpenGL, including the PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, Wii U, OS X, iOS, Android, Stage 3D for Adobe Flash Player 11, JavaScript WebGL for HTML5 web browsers, PlayStation Vita, and Wii U. Its renderer supports many advanced techniques including HDRR, per-pixel lighting, and dynamic shadows. It also builds on the tools available in previous versions. In October 2011, the engine was ported to support Adobe Flash Player 11 through the Stage 3D hardware-accelerated APIs. Epic has used this version of the engine for their in-house games. Aggressive licensing of this iteration has garnered a great deal of support from many prominent licensees. Epic has announced that Unreal Engine 3 runs on both Windows 8 and Windows RT. In addition to the game industry, UE3 has also seen adoption by many non-gaming projects. For instance, the popular children's TV show Lazy Town used UE3 during filming to generate virtual sets for real-time integration with footage of actors and puppets performing in front of green screens. The animation software Movies Play, which was released in April 2013, uses the UE3. In March 2012, the FBI licensed Epic's Unreal Development Kit to use in a simulator for training. Unreal Engine 4, available for licensees, May 2012. On August 17, 2005, Mark Rain, the vice president of Epic Games, revealed that Unreal Engine 4 had been in development since 2003. Until mid-2008, development was exclusively done by Tim Sweeney, founder and technical director of Epic Games. The engine targets the 8th generation of consoles, PCs and Tegra K1-based devices running Android, announced in January 2014 at CES. In February 2012, Mark Rain said people are going to be shocked later this year when they see Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine 4 was unveiled to limited attendees at the 2012 Game Developers Conference, and video of the engine being demonstrated by developer Alan Talisman Willard was released to the public on June 7, 2012 via Game Trailers TV. This demo was created on a PC with triple GeForce GTX 580 and can be run on a PC with a GeForce GTX 680. One of the major features planned for UE4 was real-time global illumination using voxel cone tracing, eliminating pre-computed lighting. However, this feature has been replaced with a similar but less computationally expensive algorithm prior to release for all platforms including the PC because of performance concerns on next-generation consoles. UE4 also includes new developer features to reduce iteration time, and allows updating of C++ code while the engine is running. The new Blueprint visual scripting system allows for rapid development of game logic without using C++, and includes live debugging. The result is reduced iteration time, and less of a divide between technical artists, designers, and programmers. In older engines, if you wanted to change the relationship between your weapon damage and how long it'll take to kill a creature, you may spend a couple of days iterating, but if you have to spend a lot of time waiting for a build every time, you're talking one change, waiting 15 minutes for the compile to complete, and then play the game, get to the point where you can test it, exit the game, change, compile. Now, since all of that can be done very quickly within the tools, it's make the change, play, when it compiles, finish, shoot the guy, and then escape, make the change, play. The iteration time is down to 30 seconds instead of 15 minutes. Our ability to kind of roll through and see how the game is playing out is much faster. On March 19, 2014, at the 2014 Game Developers Conference, Epic Games opened Unreal Engine 4 to the world, releasing all of its leading-edge tools, features and complete C++ source code to the development community through a new subscription model. Developers can sign up for UE4 for PC, Mac, iOS and Android by paying $19 per month, plus 5% of gross revenue resulting from any commercial products built using UE4. CEO and founder of Epic Games, Tim Sweeney, said that the new business model is a reflection of changes in the industry. Epic Games has traditionally made its Unreal Engine available to large AAA game development teams at a cost of millions of dollars. But as the industry has evolved, Epic has had to really rethink our whole business as to how we make the engine available to teams. Looking at the new shape of the industry now, we realize that's an outdated tool, Sweeney said. Looking at the possibilities for the engine, we started from scratch and thought, how can we make the engine available to more people? According to the Unreal Engine website, subscribers to the engine will be able to cancel their subscription, or renew it at any time. They will be able to retain access to UE4 tools, but will not receive access to future releases of Unreal Engine 4. Development, Unreal Engine 3. The first screenshots of Unreal Engine 3 were presented in 2004, at which point the engine was in development for 18 months already. Unlike Unreal Engine 2, which still supported fixed-function pipeline, Unreal Engine 3 was designed to take advantage of fully programmable shader hardware. All lighting calculations were done per pixel, instead of per vertex. On the rendering side, Unreal Engine 3 also provided support for a gamma-correct high dynamic range renderer. UE3 expected that content was authored in both high and low-resolution version and baked normal maps for runtime. A major difference to previous generations where the game content was modeled directly, the first released console game using Unreal Engine 3 was Gears of War. The first released PC game was Robo Blitz. Initially, Unreal Engine 3 only supported Windows, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3 platforms, while Android and iOS were added later in 2010. OS X support was added in 2011. Throughout the lifetime of the UE3, significant updates have been incorporated. Epic Games announced at Game Developers Conference 2009 some improvements made to Unreal Engine 3. These included, Unreal Lightness, a global illumination solver. Provides high-quality static lighting with next-generation effects, such as soft shadows with accurate penumbra, diffuse, specular interreflection, and color bleeding. The ability to add fracture effects to static meshes to simulate destructible environments, soft body dynamics, large crowd simulation. In December 2009, Epic demoed UE3 running on Apple's third-generation iPod Touch. They said that this will also support iPhone 3GS, and also an unknown mobile platform which has been revealed to be WebOS at CES 2010. It has been revealed so far to be something on NVIDIA's Tegra platform, and also Palm's WebOS running PowerVR's SGX chip. In March 2010, Steamworks was integrated into the software, and is offered to licensees. In June 2010, Epic Games revealed Epic Citadel, a tech demo to showcase Unreal Engine 3 on iOS devices. In June 2010 during the Electronic Entertainment Expo 2010, Mark Rain showcased a tech demo of Gears of War 2 in stereoscopic 3D running on an Xbox 360 thanks to the TRIO Viz for Games technology. This technology's great because it works on normal HD TVs, as well as the very high-end 3D TVs, Rain commented to Computer and Video Games. We're not planning to re-release this in 3D unless Microsoft want us to but I'm sure its technology may be keen to put in the games developed by our partners. In October 2010, TRIO Viz for Games technology has been officially integrated in Unreal Engine 3, allowing to easily convert in stereoscopic 3D, numerous past and upcoming games developed on Xbox 360 and PS3 with this engine. As of March 2011, the Unreal 3 engine supports DirectX 11. Epic Games showcased it with a real-time demonstration video, entitled Samaritan. Additions include tessellation and displacement mapping, advanced hair rendering with MSAA, deferred shading with MSAA, screen space subsurface scattering, image-based lighting, billboard reflections, glossy reflections, reflection shadows, point light reflections, and bokeh depth of field. In July 2011, Geomerix announced that their real-time global illumination solution Enlighten is now integrated with Unreal Engine 3 and available to licensees. In October 2011, Epic Games announced that a version of the engine would be compatible with Adobe Flash Player. In May 2012, UE3 added support for the RealD 3D stereoscopic technology. In March 2013, Mozilla and Epic Games have demonstrated UE3 running on the browser using HTML5 and JavaScript technologies. Unreal Development Kit. While Unreal Engine 3 has been quite open for modders to work with, the ability to publish and sell games made using UE3 was restricted to licensees of the engine. However, in November 2009, Epic released a free version of UE3's SDK, called the Unreal Development Kit, that is available to the general public. According to the current EULA, game developers can sell their games by paying Epic the cost of $99 USD. and 25% royalty on UDK-related revenue above $50,000 from all UDK-based games or commercial applications. The December 2010 UDK release added support for creating iOS games. As of the September 2011 release, iOS, OS X, and Windows platforms all support UDK-created games. Games using the Unreal Engine. Other licensees: Unreal Engine 2, licenses for education. Licenses for education for construction simulations and interior designs, Benttime Interior Design, Unreal Engine 2 Runtime Custom licenses used in many non-gaming projects including construction simulations and designs, training simulations, driving simulations, educations, virtual reality shopping malls, movie storyboards, continuities, pre-visuals, etc. Until October 2007, more than 500 companies had Unreal Engine 2 runtime licenses. Unreal Engine 3, licenses for education. Licenses for training simulation. Licenses for construction simulation. Licenses for VR techniques. Licenses for CG animation. See also, Unreal, the original game featuring the engine, Unreal Script, the scripting language used in Unreal Engine, Unreal, the Unreal Level Editor, list of Unreal Engine games, Game Engine, list of game engines, video game development, TRIOVIS for games technology, references. External links.